Hey everybody, what's up? This is Joel with the Radar's Love Project. You can find us at radarslove.com. You can also find us on all the social medias that we have out there. But I want to teach you real quick how to make a mask out of a t-shirt. Now, I've been working with shirts and creating them into different things for dogs and cats. But with people looking for masks and there's a shortage of masks, I kind of came up with a different idea than what you've been seeing online lately. And this idea is to incorporate all the sleeves that I've been cutting off these shirts for my projects. Now, what you can do with these sleeves is you can actually create a mask, and you can create a mask that you can put a filter into if you want to add another layer of protection. Now, once again, this is a fabric, so you'll have to wash that mask and you'll have to remove the filters daily, but it allows for you to create filters. Now, some people don't have the availability to get masks. Other people are having troubles finding elastic, things like that. And so I'm going to teach you how to create a mask out of a t-shirt that you can also wash. You can make multiple masks. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can also use safety pins or anything like that to kind of just tack it up. So I'm going to show you how to use a sewing machine to do this. So if you have old t-shirts, you can make masks out of t-shirts, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I don't have any elastic, so I'm going to also show you how to make the straps. So let's get to it. So what I've got here is a carbon titanium cutting board. Now, this works great. It makes my life a lot faster because I do all this manually, and you can just use a pair of scissors, but this helps me to get straighter cuts with my projects. And what I've done here is I go ahead and take these sleeves and I cut them off right about where the seam is, right there. So we'll go ahead and cut on it here. Now, I try to use all the fabric from this. I'll use this shirt for another project I'm working on that I haven't quite introduced to everybody. But I take both sleeves, flip this one over. We'll go ahead and cut this one off here. Normally, I don't cut the bottom of the shirt because I utilize it in my other project, and it's easier to not cut the bottom. But when you do cut the bottom, if you're using something like I'm using, make sure that you have plenty hanging over, because otherwise you're going to accidentally cut it into the other side, and you want this to be completely together. So I'm just going to go ahead for time purposes, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this bottom off here, and this can be my straps. And see, what happens is if you don't line it up, it'll cut into that, but that's all right because I'll be able to just snip that right there and start my straps for the mask right with that. You don't need the rest of the shirt, you just need the sleeves and you need the bottom part, and that's it. Okay, if you got a sewing machine, you'll probably know how to sew. I'm not going to teach you how to do that, but I just start right here with this and try to start at an edge or corner. You always want to make sure that this is all lined up, because otherwise it gets messy. Go ahead and do your stitches. I just do a front and a back stitch, and then just go from there. And we'll stitch the bottom up. The side. I usually go from the bottom. I don't start from the top. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Do you remember the bottom of the shirt that we cut off? Well, this is the cleaned up version of that. I went ahead and cleaned it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to divide it equally and cut our straps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that center point right there, and I'm just going to cut it on that center point. And you find the center point by just putting the two ends together. Find that center point there, and we're going to go ahead and clip that, and then do the exact same thing for your new two, I call it, because you want 4 straps out of this. So you're going to do this. You're going to find that center point. Now obviously with bigger shirts you're going to have more, but you're going to find that center point right there. From that one strap you're going to cut it, and yada yada with the next one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 4 straps that we just made and we're gonna put 2 on top and 2 on bottom. We're just gonna sew them on, super simple, super easy, and I'll do that right now. Now with this, I like to make sure that I don't double up on this here, and you always want to make sure that the open side is up. Now the reason for that is you don't want to sew that side together because that's where you're going to put your filter. So now we've got 1 strap done, and I'll finish up the other 3 and then we'll go from there. Now with this mask, it's not a foolproof protection against COVID. Why? Because you should be wearing an N95 mask, which is a lot more technically advanced. It seals a lot tighter. This is sealed up against your face, but the problem with cloth is it's very porous. Now here's the other idea I came up with this. Because of the cloth being porous, it's not going to stop as much as you would want it to. So I'll show you in this next step how to make it even more effective. Once again, COVID is a virus, and I'm leaving a link in this video in the description to show you the difference between all of this, but it can help from preventing to share germs via your mouth and nose. So here's where people are going to either love me or hate me, especially with the craziness that's going on with this product right now. But do you remember this pocket up here that we can put something into? Well, my idea that I've been able to come up with is add some toilet paper. Now this is 4 squares, and apparently this is like gold, so some people be like, oh no, you're using toilet paper. But it is disposable. You can flush it down the toilet, you can get rid of it, and it can easily be put right here to where it will be placed right in front of your mouth and nose. It also acts as another filter for you, so therefore it helps to create that barrier between your mouth and nose. Tucks in there just like that, and I'll put it on for you here in a second to show you what it looks like. But now you have up to 6 layers of barrier, and that makes a more effective mask for you because the toilet paper is going to be able to block more coming in, more germs, everything else. Now ultimately, once again, I want to stress this is a fabric, so you want to, after each use, each day that you use it, you want to take this out, throw it away, flush it down the toilet, and make sure to wash this. Don't use it day after day after day without washing it. If you want to get like 1 for each day, if you're worried about it, make 1 for each day, or you can donate and I can make some for you each day. And therefore you'll be able to rotate them out. You'll be able to use 1 for each day, and you'll feel a little bit safer, and you'll also be able to upcycle something that might have been thrown away into a landfill. Alright, so I've adjusted the toilet paper inside to accommodate where my mouth and nose is. Obviously you want to make sure it covers both, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on for you and show you that I can still breathe. Alright, so here we have it to where the toilet paper is in front of my mouth and nose. It's providing a little extra protection. I can still breathe. It's a little harder out, obviously, because if you wear glasses, it's going to fog up your glasses. If you don't wear glasses, makes it all the easier because you're going to be able to breathe in and out, and it's obviously going to come out the top here. So just know that with glasses you might want to have anti-fog stuff, because it's really hard unless you wear your glasses just a little bit down your nose to where it's not going to affect it. Then you can do that. But if you're like me and you wear your glasses down your nose and they fall off, they might break, because that's what just happened to my glasses. So just beware. If you do wear glasses, this is a little bit harder of a mask to wear because it does allow for air to come up right through here. So hopefully this mask can be useful. If not, let me know. If you think there's more improvements that could be added to it, let me know. Just leave it in the comments. But I'm just trying to do something, be inventive and creative at the same time. Maybe call this the poor man's mask, you know, just mainly because this is a way to create something that you have probably in your closet, and I'm sure there's 1 shirt or 2 shirts, however many people you have in your family that aren't being used, that you could, you know, sacrifice for the cause. I mean, at least it's getting something to where you don't have to worry about sucking in all the germs and everything else. It's washable, and you can throw the inside toilet paper away when you're done with it. So that's my idea. I wanted to share it with the world, share it with you guys. Also, I'm asking that you guys share it for me, see what other people think, if this is a good idea, bad idea. But please hit that share, like, subscribe button, whatever you're watching this on, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever it may be. Help me out, because I'm just out here trying to help other people out. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.